पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। Fifth Vartika. Yesterday we chanted this, right? We'll chant together. किन्तेषु तेषु वार्थेषु किं वा सर्वात्मनीश्वरे ईश्वरत्वं च जीवत्वं सर्वात्मत्वं च कीदृशम्. So these are all questions of the student. First question was about अस्ति प्रकाशते व्यवहार कस्मिन् अर्थे प्रतिष्ठितम्. अस्तित्वं प्रकाशत्वं कस्मिन् अर्थे प्रतिष्ठितम्. Now further he is asking किन तेषु तेषु वा अर्थेषु अस्तित्वं प्रकाशत्वं प्रतिष्ठितम्. That you have to understand. किन तेषु तेषु वा अर्थेषु अस्तित्वं प्रकाशत्वं प्रतिष्ठितम् किं वा सर्वात्मनि ईश्वरे अस्तित्वं प्रकाशत्वं प्रतिष्ठितम्. So he creates a vikalpa. Is this astitvam prakashatvam existing in each object, or is it existing in Sarvatma Ishvara, means in something else? So we did not see Tika yesterday, right? This fifth Vartik Tika? No, okay. Why this question, Teshu Teshu Artheshu? So, if somebody has Tarka Sangra background, then they will know this. According to Nyaya Darshan, Nyaya Vaisheshika, what is their idea? That there is Dravya, Guna, how many? 7 Padarthas are there. Dravya, Guna, Karma. Then Samanya, Vishesha, Samvaya, Abhava. In this way they say. So, what they are saying is existence, Satta. Satta they have accepted as Jati. Satta is Jati. And that Satta Jati is in every Dravya. Dravya has Satta. Correct? This is how they say. So, according to Tarkikas, Satta belongs to a Dravya. To give an example, Ghatatva is a Jati, and Ghatatva Jati belongs to Ghata. Sattatva or Satta is a Jati, and Satta Jati belongs to every Dravya. So, in Dravya there is Satta. According to Tarkika thinking, in Dravya there is Satta, which is experienced. And Dravya has other properties also, other gunas are there. Like example is given here, you see in Tika. Yatra yatra तद उभयम उपलभ्यते तत्रैव प्रतिष्ठितं प्रतिव्यक्ति किं भिन्नं परिमाणवत् इति एका संशयकोटिः। यत्र यत्र तद उभयम उपलभ्यते, अस्तित्वं प्रकाशत्वम् उपलभ्यते, wherever they are available, तत्रैव तत्रैव प्रतिष्ठितं प्रतिव्यक्ति किं भिन्नम, it is available there only where it is experienced, and it is प्रतिव्यक्ति भिन्नम, is it different for each thing, like parimana. So parimana, simple understanding is like the size of the object, weight of the object. So size belongs to that vastu, weight belongs to that vastu. So parimana belongs to prativyakti, it is prativyakti nishtham. So in that way astitva prakashatva is also in each thing. This is the question. Eka samshaya kotihi. What is samshaya? Samshaya means when there are different ideas about one dharmi. एकस्मिन् धर्मिणि विरुद्ध नानात्म धर्मत्वम, एकस्मिन् धर्मिणि विरुद्ध नानात्व धर्मत्वम, this is called samshaya. So one dharmi is there, something is there. Now whether it is rajju or sarpa, this is the samshaya. So in one dharmi, different dharma ideas. This is called samshaya. Samshaya is dvikotika. There are always two options. Is it this way or that way? So that's why here he says it is samshaya koti. Means there are two possibilities. Either teshu teshu artheshu, in each thing, like parimana. So according to Tarkashastra, parimana is anu mahat. You know how they divide, anu and mahat, and hrasva dirgha. And then there is madhyama and parama. This goes with all. So you have parama anu, parama mahat, parama hrasva, parama dirgha. Madhyama anu, madhyama mahat, madhyama hrasva, madhyama dirgha. In this way, parimana is understood. In Vedanta, we don't have a separate thing called parimana. But in Nyaya Darshan, they understand. And then they say, paramanu means paramanu. And parama mahat means akasha, which is whatever they understand as all-pervading, vibhu. So, parama anu, parama mahat. And then in between is all madhyama anu and madhyam mahat. Like dvyanuka, and then you have trenuka onwards, everything. So, this is how they classify. Anu, dvyanuka, trenuka, and from trenuka all the way up to Himalaya is one category. And then you have vibhu, fourth category. So, like this, bhinna parimana, which is pratyek vyakti nishtham. If you understand like this, then what should happen? Which with each padartha utpatti, when every object is created, its existence should be created. Astitva and prakashatvam should be created there. And with each object getting destroyed, astitva prakashatva should get destroyed. Does it happen like that? So this is what he is thinking. If it should belong to each object, then just as the size belongs to that object, so parimana is created with that object, and then when that object is destroyed, all its attributes are destroyed, all gunas of that dravya are destroyed. So it should happen like that to astitva prakashatva also. And if you say no, it is like a jati, so like ghatatva jati, so ghatatva jati, does it belong to each ghata, or it is there somewhere, and when you see ghata, ghatatva jati becomes manifest there. Means when a ghata is created, ghatatva jati is manifest. Like that, gotva, if a cow is there, then gotva jati becomes manifest. If all cows are eliminated, let us say, not why cow, all pots are eliminated, all ghata are eliminated, then where will ghatatva go? Ghatatva will be there, only thing is it will not manifest. So is it like that? But if you take satta as the jati, then according to Nyaya, as I said, in each dravya there is satta. Like how in ghata there is ghatatva, in go there is gotva, and in all dravya there will be satta jati. Now, according to Vedanta, satta does not belong to any vastu, any vishaya, any object. See, this is the difference. If you think, then you will catch it. According to Tarka Shastra, satta belongs to vishaya. Means in dravya there is satta. According to Vedanta, in satta there is dravya. You understand the difference? In Tarka, in dravya there is satta. In Vedanta, in satta there is dravya. So according to Vedantins, satta does not belong to dravya. The entire Brahmanda is in satta. So this person, when he's remember, when we see these questions, right? One way of studying is to do pankti of every vakya and pankti lagao and move on. So what is the, how the sentence is formed, what is the verb, etc., etc. But if you have to become tattva chintaka, then after studying this, every time you see the object, you should have the question, this object has satta there or satta belongs to something else, and in that it is appearing. So even if there is vastu nasha, satta nasha is not there, and if that object is created, satta is not created along with that. This thinking is chintanam. Otherwise, I will study, but I will not think. So in general, the tendency is, you see the shloka, you apply the anvaya, padacheda, padarthokti, etc., do anvaya, lagao pankti and aage badho and move on. So other way also we should do the thinking part. Now if everything does not belong to that padartha, then it has to be somewhere else. This is his thinking. Because its existence and destruction, the creation and destruction of existence, astitva and prakashatva is not understood, is not known. Therefore, I have to understand that this astitva and prakashatva, they are not created with so many objects. So, some adhishthanam I have to accept. I have to understand that there has to be something. That is the second vikalpa now. Kimva विशेषोल्लेखमंतरेण अनयोः प्रतिव्यक्तिस्वरूपभेद अनवगमात् सामान्यमिव तत्तद्व्यक्तिषु सर्वासु अनुस्यूत एकस्मिन् तदुभयं प्रतिष्ठितम् इति द्वितीया कोटिः. दिस इज द सेकंड कोटि. किं वा और विशेष उल्लेखम अंतरेण, विदाउट एनी विशेष expression. Vishesha ullekha means Vishesha manifestation. Without that, anayoho prativyakti swarupa bheda anavagamat. Anayoho अस्तित्व प्रकाशत्व योहो सत्ता स्फुरण है. सत्ता स्फुरण योहो. If you use satta, then you use satta sphuranam or use astitva prakashatva. Anayoho prativyakti swarupa bheda anavagamat. In each manifestation, prativyakti, in satta sphurti there is no bheda. So ghato asti, pato asti, pustakam asti, pushpam asti, purusho asti, stri asti. In all of them, asti doesn't change. Asti doesn't have bheda. Like parimana is different, size is different of each, weight is different of each, color is different of each object. But astitva is not changing. So swarupa bheda anavagamat prativyaktishu सामान्यमिव तत्तद व्यक्तिषु सर्वान्युस्युत. सामान्यमिव, सामान्य means that jati, like jati, तत्तद व्यक्तिषु सर्व अनुस्युत, it pervades in all. So this jati, if you take it as jati, existence, instead of jati just use the word existence, it pervades in all and it is not limited. Like ghatatva will pervade only in ghata, gotva will pervade only in all cows, but satta will pervade in all objects and it belongs to something else. Sarva anusyuta ekasmin pratishtitam. It is in one thing, and in that same thing where astitva is there, prakashatva also should be there. Why? Because he says astitva and prakashatva are experienced together. So that is not mentioned here, but this is how you must be thinking, that ekasmin tadubhayam pratishtitam. So astitva and prakashatva, can you recognize or experience them differently? If something is, unless it is known, its existence is not known. And when it is known, it is always known as it exists. And therefore astitva and prakashatva both will be together. And they cannot belong to each object. And they have to be in all those things which are experienced, which are existing. Therefore, they have to belong to something else. This is Dvitiya Koti. So, in everything else, there is a Visheshana. Like when I say, Neelaha Pataha, Shuklaha Pataha, Neelaha Ghataha. So, these are Visheshanas. Neelam Utpalam. These Visheshana will qualify the Visheshya, and each Visheshya will have different Visheshana to distinguish it from something else. Like Gotva Jati will be there in all cows, but you will have Neela Go, Shweta Go, Rakta Go, you will have. So, the Visheshana will distinguish one cow from the other or one cloth from the other. So, purpose of Visheshana is this. Whereas in Satta, there is no Visheshana. Therefore, it has to be non-different. It has to be same. This is what is known as Satyam. What in Gita 16th chapter, in Gita 2nd chapter 16th shloka. Yad Vishaya Buddhi, Nasato Vidyate Bhavo, then Bhavo Vidyate Sata. So this Yad Vishaya Buddhi na Vyabhicharati, Tat Sat. So that Buddhi where there is no Vyabhichara. This is Sat. Sarveshu Vishayeshu Anusyutam. That which is pervading in all objects. And Asti, Asti, Asti continues. This is Dvitiya Koti. Further in Tika. So, how then there is a difference? If it is same, then how does it differ? So, instead of saying the word Visheshana, Vedanta uses the word Upadhi. This is not said in the shloka right now, but we understand that if it is a Visheshana, then it will go with Visheshya. If it is Upadhi, it will not belong to the object. This is the Bheda. Tasya sarvatmani ishvare iti vishesha nirdeshaha. So this sarvatmani ishvare that is said in the shloka, iti vishesha nirdeshaha. How do you think it belongs to some Ishvara who is Sarvatma? So he says, because I have heard some Upanishads, like what did you hear? Ishavasyamidam sarvam, tasya lokaha, sau loka eva, इत्यादि श्रुत्या आपात दर्शन निबंधनः. So आपात means superficial or a casual study of Shruti. Shrutya आपात दर्शन निबंधन. Due to a casual study of Upanishads, I have come to this idea that there has to be some Sarvatma Ishvara. So the good part, see what is the great thing about this jump, that he already has Shraddha in Shastra. He already has Shraddha in Upanishad. So he is not going to say he is not going to get strayed into material science and all those things. Straight away, see, this is the beauty of Sureshwaracharya ji, that we are not going to discuss. He will take some Purvapakshas in shlokas, but here at least that there has to be some Sarvatma Ishvara which is talked by Vedas. And in that only this Astitva Prakashatva should be there. And by that the whole world is pervaded. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. So, how we should understand this shloka in mantra in Bhashya? It is said, you should pervade this whole world by Paramatma. And that Paramatma is Pratyaga Bhinna Paramatma. That means I am this whole Brahmand in this way. Tasya lokaha sau loka eva. What is his world? He himself is the world. Tasya lokaha sau lokaha. He himself is the world, according to Brihadaranyaka. इत्यादि श्रुत्या आपात दर्शन निबंधन. And further also there is a question, second line, which he says, Punarapi Shrutya Apata Darshana Kritam Samshayantara Nibandhanam Prashnam Uthapayati. Once again, based on the Apata Darshan of Shruti, means a casual look at the scripture or doing some Shravanam, Samshayantara Nibandhanam Prashnam Uthapayati. Again, a cause of a doubt. Samshayantar, another doubt. Samshayantara, anyat samshayah, anyah samshayah, samshayantarah. Tasya nibandhanam, tasya karanam. What is the karanam of that? Shrutyapata darshana, Shrutyapata darshanam. So a casual look at Shruti also gave rise to another question. Prashnam uthapayati. Ishwaram cha Ishwaratvam cha Jivatvam Sarvatmatvam cha Kidrisham. Ishwaratvam Kidrisham. Jivatvam Kidrisham. Sarvatmatvam Kidrisham. In this way you have to put these questions. किम ईश्वरत्वम जगत कर्तुः महाराज कुलालवत कुलालादिवत ताटस्थ्येन. So now he creates samshayas. Ishwaratva is like jagat kartuhu maharaja kulaladivat tatasthena. Is Ishwara the jagat karta as a tatastha Ishwara, like Maharaja, like a king. So a king, he is always tatastha, in the sense, because of his presence lot of things happen. He is nimitta. He gets involved, but is only a tatastha. So this is, or another example is Kulala, pot maker. So he doesn't actually become pot. He creates pot, but he remains away from pot. This is Tatasthya Ishwaratvam. In technical language, Nimitta Karana Matram. Or Kimva Rajvadivat Swa अध्यस्तस्य सत्तादि प्रदत्वेन अधिष्ठातृतया वा. Or like a rajju which becomes the lender of existence by becoming adhishthanam towards that which is superimposed, adhyastha. So Rajvadivat Swa Adhyastasya Sattadi Pradatvena, lender of existence, as Adhishthanataya. Adhishthatritaya means being the substratum, as the lender of existence to what is superimposed, like Sarpa, etc. So this is the Vivarta Karana, according to Vedanta. Or you can put two more options here. One is that it itself gets transformed into this jagat, like milk getting transformed into dahi, yogurt, curd. That will be Parinamavada. Or according to Buddhas, it is like collection of all the things which appears like a building. So you have bricks and cement and steel and wood and all of glass, everything put together, that is a building. So what is this world? It is collection of all anu, parmanu, whatever you want to call, of different elements. Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. This is Sanghata. So they say Sanghatavada. So that shloka is there in which all four are mentioned. Arambhavadastu Arambhavadaha Kanabhaksha Pakshaha. Sanghatavadastu Bhadanta Pakshaha. Bhadanta means Bauddha. Sanghatavadastu Bhadanta Pakshaha. Sankhyaadi Pakshaha Parimanavadaha. Vedantavadastu वेदांत पक्षस्तु विवर्तवाद. सांख्यादि पक्षः परिणामवादः वेदांत पक्षस्तु विवर्तवादः. वेदांत says this is all vivarta. So all four. You have Nyaya Vaisheshika Darshan saying Arambhavada, means Ishwar is only Nimitta Karana. You have Bauddhas saying it is Sanghatavada. You have Sankhya Yoga saying Parinamavada, and you have Vedanta saying Vivartavada. So all Mukhya Darshanas are covered there in one shloka. Now about Jivatva. Tatha Jivatvam api Pratyagatmanah Swabhavikam Kimva Para Upadhi Nibandhanam iti. Is Jivatva of Pratyagatma Swabhavikam? Means, is this the Swabhava of Atma itself to appear as Jiva? Or it is because of something else? Kimva Para Upadhi Nibandhanam. Something else is the Karanam for this. So something else means Antakarana is the Upadhi, Avidya is the Upadhi. In this way, what is the Upadhi because of which Pratyagatma appears as Jiva? This is another question. So what is Ishwaratvam? What is Jivatvam? Or Sarvatmatvam. Tatha Sarvatmatvam cha Kidrisham. So Sarvatmatvam is Kidrisham Gaunam Mukhyam Va iti Vimarshaha ityarthaha. Is it Gauna or is it Mukhya? So Gauna means that Ishvara is Sarvatma. Is it only just singing his praise? Really he is not Sarvatma. This is called Gaunam. Really, Ishvara is not Sarvatma, we just glorify him. Or actually, Ishvara is Sarvatma. That is called Mukhyam. These are the two Bhedas. Now you think a little, if Astitva Prakashatva does not belong to Vishaya. Are you getting what I am saying? Right? If Astitva Prakashatva does not belong to Vishaya, then where will it belong? The question is raised that if it doesn't belong to Vishaya, it has to belong to Ishvara. Means something other than that, and that we call as Ishvara. That Ishvara is really none other than Brahma. That Brahma is really none other than myself. So if I am that Brahma, then because of me, whole Brahmanda is existing. Therefore, really Astitva Prakashatva is not in those objects. It is me who is lending it, just like in Swapna. So, what you understand in Siddhanta Bindu, that Jagrat Prapancha is nothing but Swapna Prapancha, or like Mandukya Karika. This will become actually my thinking if I dwell on this question. See, why I am emphasizing is, we study shloka, but we don't think like how acharyas think. That's why they become acharyas. They write the granthas. We study them, but we don't think. They think and write. We study, but if we can't think, then we will not change our way of looking at the world. That's why we should think. Punah prashnantaram janiyat iti. Another prashna now. Janiyat tat kathan jivah किंतज ज्ञानस्य साधनम् ज्ञानात् तस्य फलं किं स्यात् देकत्वं च कथं भवेत् देकत्वं च जानीयात् तत् कथं जीवः किंतज ज्ञानस्य साधनम् ज्ञानात् तस्य फलं किं स्यात् एकत्वं च कथं भवेत् जानीयात् तत् कथं जीवः किं तद् ज्ञानस्य साधनं दैट जीवः तत् कथं जीवः जानीयात् how a jiva can know that sarvatmatva where astitva prakashatva belongs. Jivaha tat katham janiyat. This is one question. Kin tad jnanasya sadhanam. This is next question. What is the sadhana? What is the means to that jnanam? So, how would that jiva know means of knowledge? Is it pratyaksha? Is it anumana, upamana, arthapatti, और प्रत्यक्ष अनुमान उपमान शब्द अर्थापत्ति अनुपलब्धि? How will jiva know this? Through one of these means only he has to know. Which of them? And what is the jnanasya sadhanam? Means how that jnana will take place. So if it is pratyaksha, is chakshurindriya pramanam sadhanam, or shrotrendriya, or sparshendriya? If it is anumanam, what is the hetu? What is the linga? What is the sadhana? If it is shabda pramana, which vakya will reveal it in this way? Kim tad jnanasya sadhanam jnanat tasya phalam kin syat? What is the result of this jnanam? So what is the result of this knowledge? Is that result in the form of some loka prapti, swargadi, goloka ityadi prapti, or some great punya you will attain, or some laukika sukham, or atyantika dukkha nivritti, and no punarjanma, no more coming back? Is that the jnanasya phalam? Ekatvam cha katham bhavet? And another question is ekatvam. Ekatvam means how that result will be attained. Here ekatvam he has directly, the Tikakar has taken ekatvam directly as जीवेश्वरयोः एकत्वं तादात्म्यं. So means he has taken like a jump also that but you take it this way, if astitva prakashatva belongs to Ishvara and I am Jiva, that is known. Astitva prakashatva doesn't belong to me, at least for now, that is sure. Then how will I be part of that astitva prakashatva? What is that ekatva? This is what I should understand. Only after studying Vedanta I will know Jiva Ishwara ekatva, or again here also you apply apata shruti darshanam, that due to a casual look I heard that they say you are Brahma, you are Brahma. How am I Brahma? How will I have ekatva with Brahma? In this way you can put that question. Ekatvam cha katham bhavet? See in Tika. Yadi sattadi pradatvena adhishthatritvam eva ishwaratvam परोपाधि निमित्तं च जीवत्वं सुवर्णादेरिव स्वविकारैः मुख्यमेव च सर्वात्मत्वं भवेत्. तत्सर्वं जीवः तत्वतः कथं जानीयात्? So that is the first question. जीवः कथं जानीयात्? So he says कथं means तत्वतः कथं जानीयात्. What? That यदि सत्तादि प्रदत्वेन अधिष्ठातृत्वम् एव ईश्वरत्वम्. Ishwaratvam is by lending the existence of that substratum. That is how that Ishwaratvam is there. And Jivatva is only para upadhi nimittam. Jivatva is only because of antakaran or avidya upadhi. Then Suvarnadehe iva swavikaraihi mukhyam evacha sarvatmatvam bhavet. Then sarvatmatvam, like Jiva will be Sarvatma, Ishvara will be Sarvatma in its Mukhya sense, not only Gauna, only a praise. Actually that Ishvara will be Sarvatma. And Jiva, because his Jivatva is only because of Upadhi, Jiva is really Sarvatma alone. But because of Upadhi he thinks he is Alpavyapi, Alpagnya, Alpakarta ityadi. All this, tat sarvam jivaha tatvatah katham janiyat. How will he know? This is the question. Kidrushena jnanena avaganta bhavet ityartha. What he says is, by what knowledge jiva will become a knower, avaganta. कीदृशेन ज्ञानेन जीवः अवगंता भवेत्. तस्य तादृश ज्ञानस्य च किं साधनम्? And for this knowledge, what is the sadhanam? If it is pratyaksha jnanam, what is the sadhanam? It is shabda. If it is anumana, what is the hetu, ityadi, etc. So if shabda is the pramanam, then where will that shabda come from? We say Vedanta, Shastra. Which Shastra? We say Vedanta Shastra. In this way. Kena sadhena tad utpadyate ityartha. Kena sadhena tad jnanam tadrisha jnanam utpadyate ityartha. So that sadhana I have to know. So this student is very focused. He doesn't go here, there in random direction. तस्य जीवेश्वर तत्वस्य ज्ञानात् किं फलं स्यात्? And जीवेश्वर तत्व ज्ञान, that jiva is one with Ishvara. What is the result of this? So the result of this is not Swarga Prapti, not Goloka Vaikuntha Brahmaloka Prapti, Kailash Loka Prapti, but Atyantika दुःख निवृत्ति, अविद्या निवृत्त्या आत्यंतिक दुःख निवृत्ति and परमानंद प्राप्ति. This is the phalam. स्वर्गादिवत प्रयत्न सिद्धम वा कंठगत चामीकरवत इत्यर्थः. स्वर्गादिवत प्रयत्न सिद्धम अप्रयत्न सिद्धम वा कंठगत चामीकरवत. सो लाइक स्वर्गादिवत प्रयत्न सिद्धम मीन्स अप्राप्तस्य प्राप्ति. इट इज नॉट प्राप्त राइट नाउ, आई पुट फोर्थ द एफर्ट एंड आई गेन इट. और कंठ चामीकरगत, देयर इज नेकलेस इन माई नेक ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग, I don't have to do prayatna. It is aprayatna siddham praptasya prapti. Which kind of attainment is this? किंच जीवेश्वरयोः एकत्वं च तादात्म्यं कथं भवेत्. And between Jiva and Ishvara, this ekatva tadatmya, how it is? Why? विरुद्ध स्वभावत्वात् गौणम श्रूयमाणम एकत्वम किं वा विरोधस्य आभासत्वात् मुख्यमेव इति. इज द एकत्वम गौणम. व्हाई? बिकॉज स्वभाव इज विरुद्ध. सो गौण एकत्वम मीन्स that they just say praise you, or if you do upasana, then there is गौण तादात्म्य. और विरोध इज ओनली आभास, मीन्स ओनली एन अपियरेंस देर इज विरोध, रियली देर इज मुख्य तादात्म्य. सो इन पूर्व मीमांसा दे से द भेद इज भेद सहिष्णु अभेद. दिस काइंड ऑफ तादात्म्य दे से तादात्म्यम इज भेद सहिष्णु अभेद तादात्म्यम इन पूर्व मीमांसा. But in Uttar Mimamsa, we say the tadatmyam is tat satta atirikta satta abhava. Tadatmyam is tat satta atirikta satta abhava. So, rajju satta atirikta satta abhava in sarpa. Sarpa does not have its own satta. Other than rajju satta, there is no satta. This is called tadatmya. Superimposition. So rajju satta atirikta satta abhava is there in ahi, sarpa. So virodha is only abhas matra, not real bheda. And this virodha is evident as alpagnatva, sarvagnatva, alpavyapitva, sarvavyapitva, अल्पकर्ता सर्वकर्ता. इन दिस वे अल्पज्ञ सर्वज्ञ, अल्पशक्ति सर्वशक्ति. सो दिस इज ओनली अपेरेंट. इन दिस वे यू अंडरस्टैंड मोर. द 7th श्लोका वी विल सी नेक्स्ट टाइम एंड देन आंसर्स विल बिगिन. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम.